Well, I've already tested the hardtop version of the Camaro, the SS, out in sunny Southern California. That's a V8. Behind me is the RS with a V6 engine. So, will the lack of top make up for the lack of speed in terms of fun? Let's find out.
I'm actually very impressed with the way the ragtop mimics the hardtop.
It has a very muscular and aggressive stance, perfect for the Camaro's image. Accentuating the RS's aggressive nature are the 20-inch alloy wheels. No hard retractable top here, Chevy has opted for a traditional ragtop for the Camaro. To my eye, the Camaro is a real looker, top up or top down. Overall, I think Chevy's really pulled it off with the look of the Camaro. It has hints of the vintage model, but it still looks modern and fresh. Inside, the Camaro retains the vintage feel, and it's basically identical to the hardtop version. The leather seats get top marks for comfort and styling, and I like the way the dash is laid out.
You've got a 6-speed automatic transmission, which you can shift manually with buttons behind the steering wheel.
Heating, ventilation, and radio controls are all straightforward and easy to use. On the center console, you have the button to cancel the traction control. You also have a charger, and you have an oil pressure and oil temperature gauge, as well as a voltmeter and a transmission temperature gauge. On the steering wheel, you have controls for Bluetooth and radio volume, as well as selection, and you also can control the cruise control. They're a little hard to get to because of the way the steering wheel is raked, but it's a small price to pay for style. Because of the top mechanism, the back seats are a bit narrower than the hardtop version, so they're best reserved for kids or storage. The RS is powered by a 312 horsepower, 3.6 liter variable valve timing V6. It produces 278 pound-feet of torque, and it should get you to 60 in about 5.7 seconds. You can expect to average 22 miles per gallon overall, with 18 in the city and 29 on the highway. To lower the top, just unhook the handle above you and press the button. The mechanicals do the rest for you, and it takes about 25 seconds. With the top down, you get that nice wind in your hair sensation, but not too much. And if you want even less, you can put up the windows, and it's really quite peaceful, even with the top down. The Camaro Convertible starts out at $32,650. Add the RS package with larger wheels and halogen headlamps, plus automatic transmission for $11,855 and destination, and you're out the door for under $37,000. Not a bad deal considering that this is one great looking convertible that packs a lot of performance, especially for a V6. Some of you might be saying, in terms of the V6 Camaro, I could have had a V8. Well, you can have a V8. You can get the SS convertible, but you're going to be getting poorer fuel economy. Of course, it will be faster, about a second and change faster to 60 miles an hour, and overall quicker, but I think the V6 is a good balance of speed, performance, luxury, and of course, that great convertible top. Driving the Camaro Convertible at night is really the same as driving the hardtop. You still have the same heads-up display showing you your current speed, the outside temperature, and your heading, and you still have the same blue and red gauges. Kind of a retro feel, and also the shape of the convertible kind of echoes that of the hardtop. The only real difference, I guess, is there's slightly more wind noise with the convertible. I really like the heads-up display on the Camaro. The only other car to have it right now is the Corvette, actually. You can adjust it for height, and you can adjust it for brightness. It even tells you when a new song comes on, the title, and the artist, and that to me is useful information, so you don't have to look away from what you should be staring at, the road in front of you. when taking these nice twisty roads here in the Camaro Convertible, it's apparent that from the get-go, this car was designed to be a convertible. It has extra structural reinforcement. There's really no body flex that you can tell, and it just grips and holds on tight through the turns, just like the hardtop. And actually, even though it's a V6, you still have plenty of power. I really like the way they kept the basic shape of the hardtop in the convertible here. Of course, with the top down, you've got great visibility all around. With the top up, you know, the roof's kind of low, but it's a small sacrifice to pay for the great shape of the car. And also, you can keep the top down most of the year because you can just keep your seat warmers on and blast the heat, and even when it's like 40, 50 degrees out, with the windows up, it'll still be warm. If you're considering a convertible muscle car with a V6, then I really think you got to look at the Camaro RS Convertible here. It's a very strong contender. Overall, it's quicker than the V6 Dodge Challenger, and to me, it's the best looking of the three when you consider the Ford Mustang. It also offers decent fuel economy and a surprising amount of speed for the V6. It's also a great looking car in a retro sort of way, but yet it still looks modern. Overall, it's an exciting, great deal. I'm Drivin Ivan Katz.